Mhm. This is the Ripley County Alcoholic Beverage Board meeting for September 8th, 2025 at 3:02 p.m. I'm Officer Gibbs with the State Excise Police and Board Member. To my left, Board Member Richard Brock. I almost said Brock, I don't know why, and David Fishmer. Is there anyone in the attendance today that wishes to remonstrate against any permit being heard today? Record reflect there's not. All persons seeking a new permit, transfer of ownership, or renewal after having received a violation, please stand up to be sworn in. Please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear affirming of the penalty of perjury that the information contained on your application or any answers given to any questions asked by this board to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. All right, you may be seated. All right, first order of business, elect a president for the board. I nominate Richard Block to be president. I have a second.
Second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Show the motion pass 2-0. Usually get president, but not by missing the board meeting.
Yeah.
All right, I have on the agenda 5 permits. I have 2 automatic renewals. I have DL 69-69276, JC Store in Osgood. DL 69-32773, Batesville Food Mart in Batesville. Both those are automatic renewals. Automatic means there's no violations or reasons for them to attend. Is there a motion concerning the 2 automatic renewals?
I moved.
Have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Show that the motion passed 3-0. Move on to permits with violations. RR 69-04809, Ben Wilson Enterprises, located at 1 Batesville, doing business as Chuck's Hideaway. For the record, who do I have here for Ben Wilson Enterprises? I'm assuming you're the owner. All right, I'll show you how to violation you paid. Where is this? March of this year for employee permit. Sale to intoxicated patrons. Is that what happened?
Well, there's 2 different ones there. The employee permit, that was my fault, but I was under the assumption that she was getting her permit. She told me that she had sent in all the information. And I was under the understanding of waiting for the 90 days for it to come back like we normally would. In the process of that 90 days, that's when the excise officer came in and I guess found out, that's when I found out that she was not even eligible to get a permit.
Oh. Okay.
And the over serving of an employee or a customer. I wasn't there that day. If you look at my record, we don't have a problem with this. I wasn't there that day, which is not an excuse, but my employee, she was more important and concerned with being on her phone, playing games and stuff like that than doing her job. I've let her go. The customer herself, been a problem with her for a while. I barred her to not allow her to come back. The guy that was in there that day trying to get a piece of ass, I barred him too, to get him out of here, out of my bar, because I don't need that kind of stuff going on in there. So all 3 of the people that were involved in that day have been dismissed from my property and not allowed back.
What about the employee permit? Did you get that straightened out?
What was the part making her ineligible in the first place? And have you done anything to screen for that in the future with your,
I make sure they have a permit now. They don't even come, I don't even tolerate them if they don't. In the past, I've been trying to bring people in that don't have permits, that never bartended before, try to train them, try to teach them how to be proper bartenders and stuff like that. Some people can learn, some people can't. What happens there when I'm not there, there's only so much I can do. I have cameras, but I'm not gonna sit and watch that TV all day long. But it comes down to the point, even with intoxicated patrons, there's so many times we get patrons that come in from other places. We don't even know if they've been drinking or not without proper tools like a breathalyzer or something like that, we're stuck with the serve safe course, which I think we would all agree is a joke as far as trying to figure out who's sober and not. We kind of get an idea, but a lot of customers are very good at acting sober when they're actually pretty drunk.
So what made your employee ineligible for a permit?
I don't even recall. All I know is I found out that she wasn't able to get a permit. I was like, yeah, that's the way you get, I can't employ you then in any manner because alcohol sales.
Is that usually because maybe the person has a record of some kind or something like that? I'm just curious.
Could be, probably drinking and driving is usually the number one cause.
Is that right? Okay.
That is usually the issue, if they're on probation or something for a DUI.
How many years have you been in business, sir?
18,
18.
19. So I've never had this kind of problem before. A couple times I got stung with some minor, serving to a minor, but that was over an excise thing. They came in right into shift change and the new bartender was coming on duty. Just, there was already people there and she was just flustered, so.
So your new policy is to make sure they have their permit before they start working.
I don't even, I see it, because it all goes into their file.
How does a person obtain a permit? I'm just curious, learning here, they have to apply for a permit and
Well, it's all changing rapidly on us on our end because, and you know, there's no way to learn how the new systems are working. Used to be, you get a permit, you would go to Indianapolis, get a piece of paper, fill it out, turn it in, give them the money, then they would eventually send you something. And then it got to the point where you could get online and get the piece of paper, fill it out, mail it in. And now it's up to the point where they can just get online and do it all, which is great. I like that. My end as an owner of an establishment, it makes it a lot faster. Because in the past, I'd have them come in and they knew they weren't ineligible to work, knowing that their past decisions made them ineligible because of drinking and driving or alcohol abuse. And now they would work on those for 90 days and they go get another one, work 90 days, and they would shift jobs. Now that's kind of done away with that, where now the employee has to have it. It's a lot quicker to learn, or a lot quicker to find out that they've got it. And I like that part of it.
so I guess that check when they apply, is that on the computer online or is there an actual
There-
background check?
There is now, you can get on there. I mean, there has been for a while, but now it's a lot easier to access. You can pull the employee or the person up. It shows what licenses
Okay.
they have, what they're applicable for.
How many folks do you employ and how many of those require a permit?
I got myself, basically her. Don't require a permit as long as I have the permit for the establishment. I don't bartend anywhere else. I don't even bartend at my own bar, I just foresee everything.
You're the only bartender there now? How long have you had your permit for?
It off and on for a couple of years, several years, but this time I had it for a couple of years.
Okay.
Does that have to be renewed then every so often?
Yeah,
For a fee, of course,
yeah.
Every 3 years.
3 years.
It comes about $15 a year, which is not bad.
Is that right?
Yes.
Any more questions? Board?
No, we've been doing this as long on this board with the new elections and the new appointments. But it sounds like this isn't something that is commonplace for your establishment. Would you say, hey, this is on them, this is on them, but you have taken ownership on some of the other parts of it. Hey, this is my fault. I think you recognized where your mistakes were made at. I think you've taken steps to rectify those and prevent them from happening in the future. I think your operation is sufficiently small enough that none of this stuff should ever escape you again. We should not have these conversations again at any point in the future. So, yeah, I think that you will be in all the details a lot more than maybe what you were, not as trusting as before. And I like your policy of not hiring somebody before they have the permit already in hand. I think that will serve you well in the future.
I'm fine. Good.
I would make a recommendation to remove the permit,
So moved.
with a 1-year review.
So moved.
A motion, do I have a second?
Second.
A motion and a second, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, so the motion passed 3-0. You know what a 1-year review is? Are you familiar with 1-year review?
Guessing that as long as I don't do anything bad for a year, it all goes away. Sort of.
Pretty much. That has nothing to do with the violation. We don't have anything to do with the status of violations you have. What that means is, you're scheduled to come before the local board once every 2 years, even though your permit's renewed every year. So you'll appear on the schedule next year. If it's automatic, you don't have any violations, you don't need to appear. Okay,
I believe part of my punishment with this is that I have to shut down for 3 days starting the Tuesday following, I think, today.
okay.
Do you guys know if I shut
Well,
down?
we do not know. I could find out that information as far as the,
I plan on shutting down for the next 3 days, and I hope that suffices.
okay, well, when you do that, the excise should come to your location, retrieve the permit and issue you a receipt for that permit. They also have a sign they put on the door that says that you're suspended for however long it is. Big orange sign. That's what they used to do when I used to do it, so if they don't do it anymore, I apologize.
Well, like I said, with me planning the business, I need to know what date I'm due.
Yeah.
Okay. Might be able to find that out.
So you're required to close down for 3 days. Now you said,
According to the paperwork that I got, that I had to come to this hearing, and apparently the next 3 days I'm supposed to be closed.
so that's probably Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We're open on the weekends, right? Okay,
Starting on the Tuesday following.
yeah, okay.
Hoping tomorrow so I can get it out of there.
Hang on just a second. Went to the wrong side. Supposed to be in the computer. I can't work this thing's horrible. It's slow, slow, slow. Settle there.
That's for my education, how the process works. So this violation was in March. And when did you get your paperwork to show up? And does this meeting correspond with your annual? Or is this, they gave you a date whenever you got the paperwork to show up to this meeting?
We've been on the phone, emailing, text messaging and everything with Indianapolis, and they just informed us that this was when we needed to come. Emailed me a piece of paper that showed it, also mailed a piece of paper.
How long ago?
Told us in Indianapolis.
How long ago?
2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Okay.
It just says 3 days following on the Tuesday following approval of this agreement by the commission. I have no idea. It doesn't. I'll call excise. You want to be shut down twice.
Shut down so many times already, it's not even funny.
Like I said, I would
Fire.
call the excise office or email them, whichever you prefer. Make sure that they're right on that. So you don't end up doing it twice. Shut down, they say, oh, no, this was the day.
You got $1,000. Yeah, at least $1,000 business. That's, so I gotta do it twice.
Yeah,
I don't want to do it twice.
yeah, I would contact them to make sure they should have the order for the license suspension. I'd be able to tell you for certain. Like I said, we used to come and get the permit, write your receipt for it, put a little sign in the window. I've been doing this for 20 years, so I don't know if they do that or not. All right, you have any questions? Just make sure you contact them before you shut down. Make sure you're doing it at the right time. Okay? All right.
Good meeting you. Thank you.
Y'all have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Next I have RR 693767 the Proper Pig LLC doing business as the Big Four Cafe. There's nobody here, so I'm assuming they're not here. Continue that to our next meeting. So
What kind of violation did they have on?
let me see that down. Sale to minor loitering. Proper pig. Sale to minor. I'm assuming those are what we call SAC violations. It's a program, or it's a federal program that the excise does. They get a kid to go in, and they go in with them to buy alcohol. It's called a compliance check. Generally, when I see these type of things, it's a compliance check violation.
Cause they only serve beer there, I believe, don't they?
Where
At the Big Four?
the big
What kind of license do they have?
four is beer and wine.
Beer and wine?
No, beer, wine, and liquor. It's a 210. Three-way, so is the union. Both those are three-way permits.
Oh, they have a three-way now?
Yeah.
For alcohol then also?
Yes.
Okay.
And they look a little bit older, judging by the numbers that they're issued. So they've had them for a while. 3-4 years at least.
I know when they first started out, they just had beer there, so.
All right.
When these people like been here attempt to contact Indianapolis, I guess, are they pretty quick to get back with them, or is it one of these deals where we'll get back to you, that's another 4 or 5 days or month or whatever?
I don't know. I never have any issues getting them to reply back to me. I always found it's easier to send them an email
Yeah.
than to get a phone call back because you'll play phone tag.
Yeah.
To me, I always send emails.
Is this situation unusual where he has to shut down for so many days after this?
Yeah, you're really seeing where somebody's had a major public safety violation like that, sales to end times, because they leave there, they get in a car, generally if it's just for something simple like permit, they would have to do it like all the time to get a violation. Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and adjourn the meeting. Is there a motion to adjourn so I can shut this recording
I'll
on?
give the motion to adjourn.
A second?
Yeah.
All in favor?
Yeah, all right.
Meeting adjourned.
See you guys.